Should you continue to lean into this record run in tech? Let's ask Alger's Ankur Crawford. It's nice to see you today, Ankur. When we're looking at this massive run-up, do you feel like there is still some fuel in the tank?
I do, and in part because if you look at the demand for AI and the token demand, and you can track how much intelligence is being pulled from AI using these tokens. Token growth on a month-over-month basis is up 50%. Google recently talked about how their token growth doubled in 4 months. Microsoft, last night, Kevin Scott was in an article talking about how, capacity shortages are a massive understatement. So when you think about us just starting this kind of industrial revolution, and we're just in the beginning stages of it, and we're so capacity constrained, I think we have to remind ourselves we're just beginning.
So the capacity informs more of your view about where we're going than, say, the effectiveness of applications.
Well, I think capacity is a read on the applications, right? Because the capacity is how much are you pulling, how much intelligence are you pulling, how much AI are you using, and that's really what your tokens are.
You have AppLovin in your portfolio, and we were talking about its incredible growth over the last year and a half or so, like the valuations 10 times higher. Where would valuations have to be for you to think, okay, we've reached the limit where I'm comfortable right now?
Yeah, so one of the things, AppLovin has gone up tenfold in the last year and a half. However, the numbers have also gone up, maybe not tenfold, but probably 7 to 8-fold. And in part because they are using AI as a backbone by which to change their business and to make their business more efficient. So, we have to be careful about just looking at the stock prices and saying, well, you know what, the stocks are up, therefore we should sell. You have to look in conjunction with where the stocks are versus how much the numbers have come up. So these are not you have to deconvolve the two and to understand how much the multiples have gone up.
Where do you see pitfalls? Where do you see possibilities that the run can be derailed?
So one of the things that I'm getting a little bit more worried about, and this isn't really something that's going to impact 2025 or 2026, perhaps in 2027, is I do foresee that the hyperscalers, whether it's Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, I believe they will use all of their free cash flow and deploy it into CapEx, and even maybe potentially dip into debt or do off-balance sheet financing for growing their CapEx budgets. So, will it derail anything? No, but I think it will give some people pause because these tech leaders have been massive cash flow generators, which has allowed them to spend the way they're spending.
Let's talk a little bit about some of you call them picks and shovels in this space. For instance, Nebius, which is an AI infrastructure, up more than 8% on the day today. Tell me why you think these companies that are supporting the overall growth are interesting places to invest right now.
Well, I mean, we just talked about how we don't have enough supply of tokens or enough supply of GPUs and infrastructure to support the current demand. So where you want to be positioned is where, in those companies that are supplying what is short.